Let's look at negative words 1 through 5. Now, normally I don't like to focus on the negative, but just this once I'll make an exception. Okay, that was kind of pathetic. All right. Nunca's never, never's nunca. Nunca's never, never's nunca. Nada's nothing, nothing's nada. Nada's nothing, nothing's nada. Nadie is no one is nadie. Nadie is no one is nadie. Ninguno is none, none is ninguno. Ninguno is none, none is ninguno. No is not is no. No is not is no. Now, how are we going to remember that nunca is never? Well, this is how I remembered it. You never see a none in trouble. You never see a none in trouble. Spanish teachers get into trouble. Doctors, priests, lawyers, dentists, policemen, soldiers, everybody gets into trouble. But it seems like you will never see a none in trouble. At least I don't think so. Nada's nothing. Here's the way I remembered it. I learned nothing, not a thing. Go. I learned nothing, not a thing. And if some kid in the back of the class is sitting there nodding, how much do you suppose he's understanding and remembering? Probably nothing. He's probably falling asleep. Another way to remember it, de nada, earlier I said means you're welcome. It actually translates loosely, think nothing of it. Well, in English, we say think nothing of it. In Spanish, they say of it, think nothing. De means of, and nada means nothing. So when you say you're welcome, de nada, you're saying think nothing of it. Now, nadie is a tricky one. Nadie, this is the one most of my students miss. If you miss one, you're going to miss this one. If you're into female gymnastics or girls' gymnastics, you might remember this. There was a wonderful little gymnast from Romania named Nadia Comaneci, and she was the first girl to ever get a perfect score on gymnastics, all right? And but it seems like these days no one remembers Nadia Comaneci, or these days no one talks about Nadia Comaneci, and she was amazing. She was a rock star. I mean, she was on the cover of Wheaties. She was quite an international celebrity. So nadie is no one or nobody. Now, ninguno is none. Before we go any further, let me just make note. All the words that are negative in Spanish start with N, and all the words that are negative in English start with an N. In fact, even the word negative or negation starts with an N, so I just thought I'd mention that. Ninguno is none. Now, how many guns should be brought to school? None! None! People, don't bring guns to school. Bad. Don't do that. Bad. Okay. So ninguno is none. No means three things. It means no, not, don't. And that's hard for Spanish speakers to figure out in English when to say no, when to say not, and when to say don't. So they'll sometimes say things like, I know, understand, or we not have. Because in English, we have three different words, and in Spanish they have one. So no means no, no means not, and no means don't.